So please join in and we will start quickly. We start in 1 minute. This is frequently asked questions part 2. We start in 1 minute, okay? All right, join up and we start. Yes, this is the citizenship test, the passport test. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we just saw this in the previous Kahoot. The Galbia actually wrote Yekapobieru. As you can see, this is relevant for both tests. It's actually frequently asked, so you're probably going to see this in the next test. But anyways, moving on to the next one. Carl Nielsen is Denmark's most famous composer. Well, I don't have to keep repeating that these are frequently asked questions. I could see that 23 people got this wrong. You need to know, basically every question that you see in this Kahoot is a need to know, okay? Next one. "18 is the legal age in Denmark. You've seen this before if you've been practicing. All right, so Anders Bevægelsen started in the second half of the 1800s. NASA is the highest climber, up 15 places.
Excellent.
Next one. So Germany invaded Denmark on the 9th of April, 1940, and occupied Denmark from that date until 1945. Next one. Yes, so majority of the Danish Jews were taken to Sweden from Denmark during World War II. 7 people got this wrong. I'm guessing you haven't been practicing. Every one of these questions is a need to know. You need to know the answers to every one of these questions, okay? All right. So the government is usually the one that proposes new laws, and the parliament debates those laws and writes them. So if the law passes the debate, it goes into law. If it doesn't, it gets thrown out. All right, on to the next one. AMA is making a comeback with 3 in a row, and she's on fire.
Excellent.
Next one. Yes, so actually this is relevant for what's happening in the parliament right now. So the Social Democrats, well, the red bloc won a majority of seats, so they have 90 seats in the red bloc, but Mette Frederiksen is trying to create a government that cuts across the left and the right. And she has to get an agreement with the moderates, and I think she's trying to include Radical Venstre and Venstre, I think, I can't remember. But so the rule is that you can't have, before a government is formed, or for a government to be formed, you cannot have majority of seats against you in parliament. All right, on to the next one. You just saw this. I hope you all get this right. Okay, 3 people got this wrong. This was also in the previous Kahoot that we just did. And like I mentioned before, the government and the parliament cannot decide what goes on in the courts. The courts are completely independent from the government and the parliament. This is a frequently asked question. Like I said, all the questions you're coming across right now are need to know questions. So you need to know the answers to these questions, okay? Next one. Okay, so judges are not allowed to wear religious symbols in court because a religious symbol could signify some kind of bias, and judges are supposed to be non-biased. All right, on to the next one. The 4 people that got this wrong, now you know what you don't know. Get to know. All right, the power to judge belongs to the courts. Next one. All right, 3 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. You get to know this. 16 players just hit an answer streak of 4.
Excellent.
Next one. So in Denmark, you do not have the obligation to vote. You decide who you want to vote for, or if you want to vote at all by yourself. 18 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. You need to know the answers to these questions. Hopefully you all get this right, but let's see. Okay, someone got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. It's free to go to school for all children, or public school for all children. Next one. So there is no death sentence in Denmark, okay? 3 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Gina is back in the game with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
We've got 30 questions to go. All right, so please go to the section of the book that talks about the commune, the state, and the region, and make a list of their responsibilities. I can see 8 people haven't made that list. You need to know the answer to these questions, okay? Next one, Ty is back with an answer streak of 3.
Perfect.
Okay, so the police is the responsibility of the state. And like I said in the previous question, go and make that list. Okay, so this question is about the collective bargaining. And in the collective bargaining, there are organizations that represent the different interests. DA, so that Dansk Arbejdsgivernes represents the employers, and FH, no longer LO. FH, so FAQs, something, I've forgotten the name of that thing, but it's FH represents the interest of the employees, okay? So please make that correction. However, it's still relevant, it's still a relevant question, it's just different, different letters now, FH instead of LO. All right, we're almost halfway there now. Okay, so Denmark's next biggest city is Aarhus. 3 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. It's a static top 5. We're almost halfway through. Amelienborg. 4 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. And like I've said before, you need to know the answers to every single one of these questions. Uh, 12 people got this wrong, not sure why, but anyways, yes, it doesn't matter what your religion is, you need to respect the other rules in society. Okay. Next one. You've seen this before, hopefully you all get this right. As you can see, this is relevant for both tests. All right, round of applause. So, children have to be 13 years old before they can start working outside the home. Next one. 3 players lost their answer streak of 22. And sorry, guys. Next one. Yes, so Harold Blow and wrote on the rune stones that he brought in Christianity in 900 something. So this is literally chapter 1 of the book. First few paragraphs of chapter 1 in the book. The next one. Rhodesia holding that number 1 spot, Arif at number 2, CJ at number 3, DePanther for DSB 5. Anna is back in the game with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Where is Zuhal? (1536) was when the Reformation came to Denmark. 19 people got this wrong. You need to know this. Combo breaker, 4 players dropped their answer streak of 3. Sorry, guys. We've got 20 questions to go. All right, Christian IV is the most famous king in Denmark, and he built a lot of the buildings, lots of the famous buildings. You must know the answer to this. 8 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Please get to know. Next one. You've seen this already in the previous Kahoot. Only one person got this wrong. Hopefully it's not the same person that got it wrong the first time. Anyways, now you know what you don't know. This is very frequently asked, so please get to know. Faisal Ali, 3 in a row, back in the game. He's on fire.
Oh my, he's on fire.
Next one. Hopefully you all get this right. But let's see. Christina. Wow, even more people got this. Oh. Okay. Anyways, yes. I don't even know what to say. Anyways, read the question slowly, understand what the question is asking about, and then answer. There are some times that you're going to see 1849 in the question, but you know, it's not actually asking about Grundlov. That was the case in June 2019 when I took the exam. I didn't read the question slowly enough. I just saw 1849. I was like, yes, it's Grundlov, but they were asking something else. So please read the question slowly, make sure you understand what the question is asking, and then go ahead and answer. Moving on to the next one. All right. Wow. 24 people got this wrong. Okay, so 1864. That was the year that Denmark lost the Second Schleswig War. And in turn, they lost Jylland. Now, the First World War ended in 1920, and the Germans lost that war, and Denmark had the opportunity to reunite with Jylland. This is, well, I don't have to say this. Basically, every question you're going to come across in this Kahoot is frequently asked. 1864 is a very important date. Please get to know this for the 24 people that got this wrong. All right, next one. Okay, so Modestia fell off. Number 1, Arif is now number 1, CJ2, DePanther 3, DSB 4, and Lorien 5. Next one. Okay. All right. So please make a list of all the political parties in parliament, the dates that they were founded, and their leaders. That's a very important list because they could ask questions about any one of those things. So please make that list, the 28 people that got this wrong. I could tell you've not been coming to the sessions. We've been practicing this since August. Anyways, moving on to the next one. All right, GRA is the highest climb up 5 places. Next one. So Denmark was neutral during World War I. Okay, so when Germany invaded and occupied Denmark, they wanted the Danish government to work together with the German government. That partnership ended in 1943 after Germany, I think they killed some people in some town. I can't remember what town it was. And for that reason, Denmark said, we're done with this. All right, 6 people got this wrong. Please get to know this. This is frequently asked. Static top 5. 12 questions to go. All right, so the Marshall Plan was the economic help that came from America to a lot of the European countries after World War II. All right, next one. All right, so this is where that list comes into play again. Make the list of all the political parties in parliament, the dates that they were created, and their leaders, okay? As you can see, this is another example of where that list could have helped you. 12 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. CJ fell out of the top 5. Pooja is back with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
11 questions to go. All right, so 1972, that was a referendum. Denmark voted majority yes. 1973, Denmark joined the European Union. 3 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Static top 5. Ebu is back in the game 3 in a row.
Excellent.
All right, so one of the grassroots movements was resistance to nuclear energy, nuclear power, nuclear weapons. In the 1970s, there was quite a number of these types of movements. One of the more major ones was this one. 16 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. All right. Top 5, Arif, DSP, Dipanta, Hakuna Matata, and Dundio. 4 players reached an answer streak of 23. All right, we've got 9 questions to go. Okay, so 21 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. So in Denmark, it's a representative democracy. So people vote the politicians into power, and the politicians make decisions on behalf of those people and voted them into power. That's what a representative democracy is. Okay. Simba, now number 5, Mudesia making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
8 questions to go. Stats minister. Okay, so the question is, what's the title of the minister that's the leader of the Danish government? And that's the stats minister, or prime minister in English. Okay. All right. Next one. Dundio back in the top 5. All right, so the answer is no. There is not a definite number of ministers that need to be appointed in a government, at least not in Denmark. So 5 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. The answer is yes. And actually, that is exactly what has happened. So the deadline for the election was sometime next year, but the prime minister called an early election this year on the 1st of November. And she was actually rewarded with 2 more mandates for her party. All right, 5 questions to go. All right, so the answer is no. As long as we can keep winning elections, we can stay in parliament. Okay. Arif, DSP, Dipanta, Hakuna Matata, and Simba. RRR is back in the game 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. 3 times. The law proposal has to be debated 3 times. All right, 3 questions to go and we're done for tonight. Static top 5. SG is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. All right, so the meetings in the parliament are free to be observed by everyone. So all members of the public. You just have to go to parliament, get checked by security, and you can go into the room, sit down there and observe what's going on. You cannot say anything though. 2 questions to go. Static top 5, Arif, DSP, the Panther, Hakuna Matata, and Simba. As you can see, this is where that list could help you if you've made it. Let's see. Okay, only 2 people got this wrong. I'm guessing you didn't make the list. Make the list. Last question. Yeah, you saw this already. All right, only 1 person got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know, get to know. This is the last question. Podium time. The Panther, DSB, and Arif, or maybe not. Oh, yes. Okay, 4 Hakuna Matata, and I think Simba was number 5. Let's have a